Hi Chicken Gang and friends. First of all, I am not selling Tesla. Of all the videos I've done, I think this is one of the most important one. Since I bought Tesla back in 2016, 2017-ish, somehow after that, I haven't found something so profound that will change the world. I know I bought stocks like Square, JD and some other stocks in between, but those are just like pistol shots. Profits for Square is really good, but the impact the company has is not as profound as Tesla, if you understand what I mean. So in my previous video, I mentioned I'm going to take my next sniper shot that can potentially like 10 times to 100 times my wealth. I gave many hints before this video from my interview with Dave Lee and replying to some comments on this channel. It's my way to say thank you to those closely following me. So before I go on, every like you give helps contribute to helping animals. I hope to spend more YouTube ad money to help charity. Your little action goes a long way. So thank you so much. We have a very big problem now. Increasing debt, unlimited QE, negative interest rates. Everything is inflating. Inflation means the same product getting more expensive without getting better. Houses, transport, food, plastic surgery. Okay, I'm kidding. But you get my point. Your house got more expensive, but did your house get any better? All inflation leads to one thing, which is the failure of fiat currency. Fiat money is government-issued currency that isn't backed by a commodity such as gold. You know that the US dollar has lost 96% of its value, means today's $1 will be worth less than 4 cents back in 1913. There is no escaping history. All fiat money will fail. It may not be within my lifetime, but it will fail. It goes all the way back to the Roman times with the Roman denarius. Chinese yuan once surged 5,000% in 1949. Greek money, the German papermark, and lately many countries like Zimbabwe, Belarus, Chilean, the Venezuela, etc. Not a single fiat currency survived. Why? Since fiat money is not backed by anything, eventually greed will definitely win. Fiat money is not durable. You place your trust of your fiat money with a bank, which is a third party. If the bank one day says your account is worth zero, it will be worth zero. If the bank falls, your money disappears into thin air. Both scenarios played out multiple times. Fiat money is also not portable. Try sending your money overseas on Sunday. Sorry, banks are not open. You are better off sending it through FedEx. If you send a suspicious amount, it will be blocked or outright confiscated. With fiat, you depend on the third party and you are at their mercy. Fiat is inefficient. Sometimes you have to physically go to the bank, fill up a form. Someone who is paid $10 to $12 per hour takes the form you fill up, key into the system designed in the 1980s. Why do people put up with this? Just this week, I had to deal with a local bank and it wasn't pleasant. Last year, another local bank made me run back to the bank and fill up the same form 3 times. All encounters, I followed exact instructions given, but each time I go back, because I dealt with a different person, they have their own set of understanding. I'm sure every one of you who uses the banks have some sort of shitty experience. Regarding my last week's experience, I just contacted my lawyers and they confirmed that they can deal with the bank on my behalf, so I do not need to. Why again do people put up with this? I have a simple reason to you why fiat exists. Its very existence, the fiat money, is to serve the state. When government controls money, they control power. Printing money enriches the printer and at the expense of everybody else who holds the previously printed money. Again, I say it, there is no escaping history. All fiat money will fail. Fiat money again refers to currency not backed by a commodity. Fiat money all over the world now is backed by the faith of the government. So the next question is, why not gold? Gold has many physical constraints. You can't break gold in many small pieces to buy a banana. It's heavy and sending gold overseas is crazy hard. You can't online shop with gold. Then why not digital gold then? Centralization has counterparty risk. If they become too big, governments will seize control. This exact scenario played out before too. Private money cannot scale because government will not allow it. Gold also inflates. Every year 2% or more gold is being mined, and if gold price shoots up 10 times, I assure you the inflation of gold will exceed 2%. So if everything inflates, the logical thing to ask, what is the alternative? The answer is Bitcoin. I can tell you exactly there will be a maximum of 21 million Bitcoins, and I also can tell you exactly how many Bitcoins are in circulation now, a year from now and 10 years from now. No central banks will be able to do this. The best way to understand Bitcoin or explain the way Anthony Pom explains it, we all know monopoly. Why the game of monopoly? No banker is needed. It's simply because everybody can see the money, where the money is going and how the money is being transferred. No third party or banks are needed. This is Bitcoin. Every transaction is transparent for the world to see, and it goes all the way back to the very first Bitcoin was created. The data is stored in 10 minutes block in thousands of computers all over the world. It's a decentralized system. The media keeps painting a bad image of Bitcoin, saying it's for criminals. I will argue that it's the worst way for criminals to receive money. Remember, every transaction is transparent. The US have tracked down criminals and arrested them. You are much better off covering your tracks with fiat money. This video, I'm not going to talk about the technical details about Bitcoin. The point of this whole video is to understand the function of Bitcoin. Technical details will be in the future videos, or you can just go read up on it. I've known how good Bitcoin was for a while. I just wasn't ready to invest a bigger amount, no matter how good the technology was. If the adoption of the technology is not there, it's not going to take off. If Tesla made cars nobody buys, Tesla is worth nothing. If Starlink makes services that are not adopted, Starlink is worth nothing. Things has changed, and lately my views on Bitcoin have flipped. We now have institutions buying into Bitcoin. I see smart money moving in. MicroStrategy CEO recently got the board approval to convert 500 million cash to Bitcoins. Square just bought $50 million worth of Bitcoins, and I know they will buy more. PayPal just announced they will allow customers to buy, sell Bitcoin. So just like Tesla, I'm there when the turning point happens, and it's happening. Since all fiat money eventually fails, Bitcoin's function now is best used as a stored value, just like gold. Except Bitcoin is so much better. While it's scarce, it's divisible. You can break a Bitcoin into 1 million pieces using it to buy a banana. Yes, you can transact with 0.00001 Bitcoin. But what if the internet goes down? There is no disadvantage because fiat money now uses the internet. Visa, MasterCard, digital currency, and everything uses the internet. Look at China. Farmers uses digital currency. So just addressing one more concern, governments banning Bitcoin is the biggest concern. Never in history governments has successfully banned anything. Murder is banned. There is no way every government all over the world is going to work together to ban Bitcoin. To make sure I covered my grounds, I read into central banks on crypto. The European central banks said that they will not ban, same for the Fed. Do you know that the US government holds a lot of Bitcoin? Countries where fiat is failing or failed have adopted Bitcoin. Iran's central bank just revised the law acquiring Bitcoin miners to sell their coins directly to the central banks for the use of fund imports. China banned Bitcoin, but China Construction Bank, the big four banks of China, government's bank, and the world's second biggest bank just issued 3 billion in bonds of tradable for Bitcoin. So this is my bull thesis. Bitcoin is ready for prime time, and this is where I see Bitcoin's value. Eventually, like looking years and years down, it's not going to be like gold standard, but Bitcoin standard, because Bitcoin is not an asset. Rather, I will argue it's a commodity like gold. Bitcoin has a market cap of about 270 billion now. Gold is about 9 trillion. Without a doubt, Bitcoin will surpass gold, meaning surpassing 10 times growth. Be clear, if you are not mentally prepared for volatility, walk away. You are not ready to invest. When I bought into Tesla, stock price dropped 60-70%. Stock was here and it's now here. Are you mentally capable of going through that kind of shit? When Lemonade drops 30%, I see so many donkey comments. They just had an amazing quarter 3. If you are not ready for Bitcoin volatility, walk away. However, if you have done your research and you spend countless hours into this and your conviction is high, go for it. Having said all this, I will continue holding on to Tesla. I'm not selling a share. I'm planning to increase my Bitcoin position 5 times from 1% to 5%. How to buy into Bitcoin? You will first need to find an exchange to buy Bitcoin. If you're from the US, Cash App is pretty good. If you're from Singapore, I'm using binance.sg. It's MAS regulated. If you're from UK, EU, Australia, etc., I'm using binance.com. Do note both are different companies. I use Binance because they are the world's biggest exchange and the spread difference is the lowest. I literally save thousands. This is not sponsored. I recommend the same platform I use. Binance have a referral system, so I'll leave my referral code below. If you have your friends one, feel free to use it. Yes, I have 2 accounts, one with .sg and one with .com, linking my UK account. I tested both platforms before recommending. I hope you like this introduction into Bitcoin and why I'm bullish. Again, if you have any questions, leave it in the comments and I will address it in the future. I hope this video opens your mind. Appreciate the thumbs up and as always, invest safe.